This is Iman Muwafaq Muslim from the College of Education for Women, University of Baghdad. Assalamu alaikum. Kinds of sentence, part 3. The complex sentence. The simple sentence. We have to know first the difference between the simple sentence, the compound, and the complex. The simple sentence has only one subject, only one verb, and only one complete thought. It is also called independent clause. Independent clause means that it can stand alone, and for this reason, it is also called simple sentence. Dependent clause cannot stand alone. For this reason, it is not called a sentence. The difference between the compound and complex sentences. As we have seen in part number 2, the compound sentence contains two independent clauses connected by one of the connectors and, or, but, so, for, nor, yet, and the semicolon. So, in the compound sentence, we have two simple sentences connected to each other by one of these connectors. The complex sentence contains only one main sentence, only one simple sentence, only one independent clause, and one or more dependent clauses connected by a subordinator. So the complex sentence includes an independent clause or main clause, a subordinator, and one or more dependent clauses. What we mean by subordinators? We mean that they are words showing the subordinate clause and link it to the main clause. In the compound sentence, we said we have two independent clauses. But in the complex, we have only one independent clause, and the other clause or clauses all are dependent. And the following are some of these subordinators: who, whose, when, where, what, that, which, if, as if, before, after, since, because, etc. When you see one of these words, it means that we have a dependent clause. Dependent clauses. We said that they cannot stand alone. They depend on a main clause. They are also called subordinate. They come as nominal, it means as nouns, adjectival, and adverbial, as in the following examples. Nominal clauses, or what we said, it means nouns. Of course, they come as a subject and an object and an object of preposition. As a subject, what you say is credible. What you say, I can put instead of it a pronoun, it. It is credible. Or your speech is credible. The same meaning, the clause, the dependent clause, what you say is credible. So the whole sentence here, the whole sentence, what you say is credible, is a main clause. And this part, what you say, is the dependent clause. As an object, I reject what you say. Here, what you say is the object of reject. And the whole sentence is the main clause. I reject what you say, or I reject it. I reject your speech. And what you say is the dependent clause. An object of preposition. I don't believe in what you say. I don't believe in your speech. I don't believe in it. The same thing, the whole sentence is the main clause, and what you say is the dependent clause as an object of preposition. Adjectival clauses, or what we call also relative clauses. They describe a noun and a pronoun. Describing a noun, I saw the boy whose car was stolen. I saw the boy. It is the main clause. Whose car was stolen is the adjectival clause. It is dependent. الذي سرقت سيارته. I am describing the boy. They describe a pronoun as in, he who was driving the car is my brother. The main clause here, he is my brother. And who was driving the car is the adjectival clause, the dependent clause describing he. Adverbial clauses. They come as adverb of time, adverb of place, and adverb of manner. As an adverb of time, they answer, for example, when did you see him? I saw him before he left. Adverb of place. We have the question, where will they hold the meeting? The answer, they will hold the meeting where they find a suitable room. Of course, the main clause in the first sentence, I saw him, and the dependent before he left. And the main clause in the second sentence, they will hold the meeting, and the dependent sentence where they find a suitable room. Adverb of manner. We have the question, how does she write letters? She writes letters as if she is a little child. She writes letters, main clause, as if she is a little child, a dependent clause. Thank you.